Hey Phil, I'm just playing Wrath of the Lich King. Playing Wrath of the Lich King client, and even this is hard. It's hard to stomach for me, Phil. Even this is hard. I don't know. I wonder if I shouldn't have just played on Ice Crown, because when I'm trying to group for dungeons, I'm like, as a tank, I'm grouping for dungeons and I'm not getting any Q pops, which is crazy when you're on a server. I'm on Frostmourne here. I mean, there's 4,822 players. But because the leveling on the server is 7x, 7 times, you know, most people are at, you know, higher levels, max levels. But yeah, I mean, for Ice Crown is got a max of 12k, and you can see it's got a, you know, it's maxed out. I mean, there's probably a queue of 333 people trying to get into that server. Lordaeron is 1x, and I actually have a 36 Paladin there. I don't remember when I leveled a 36 Paladin, but at some point I did. It was regular 1x speed. And it actually has 8,696 players. But I didn't really feel like leveling at 1x again. I've kind of been there, done that a million times in the past, like, 5 years. So I'm like, I just want to get a character to higher levels and do some PvP and stuff, so... There are a lot of cool RPG games that are coming out this year and next year, so... Maybe we'll get into some of those RPGs, but... Yeah. I mean, this character's level 41 already, and if I could just get some damn dungeon pops, you know, I could level faster. There was someone... I was in a guild for a few minutes until I saw some of the comments. Oh my god. Just really... bad comments. You know, kids being very vulgar and just whatever. I don't want to be around a bunch of 12-year-olds. I'm trying to figure out how to get to... Well, actually, I know how to get to Theramore, but... Like, this boat over here... The boat that normally takes you to Darkshire here does not take you to Darkshire. It takes you to Howling Fjord in the Lich King content. So I ended up going all the way to Darkshire because I wanted to see if there was a boat to Feralisk, but I think that was the Cataclysm server. I'm getting my servers confused. I've played so many servers lately. I'm getting confused between them. I still really want to play on the Cataclysm server, but it's just the population, you know. It's just there's nobody hardly playing on it, and then the people that are playing on it, or, you know, there's a lot of. It's just not. It's not good. And I don't. The thing is, they don't list like the population on here, which kind of stinks. I like how Warmane actually lists how many people are in the server, so you always know, you know. When I've played for 14 minutes and all I've done is ride around on my horse trying to get to where I'm trying to get to. And I've got an epic mount, actually. The only reason I have an epic mount is because I was in Goldshire at level like 5 or 6 or something, and some guy gave me 100 gold. Which, if it wasn't for that, I'd be so screwed right now because I wouldn't have been able to train my abilities. You know, and I've only got 16 gold right now. You know, I spent this mount, the epic mount cost me 45 gold. Well, the mount cost 9, but the training was 45. So that's 54 gold right there, you know. Yeah, it's real time. Yeah, this is current real time population. If I refresh it, 4898. I don't know how often this updates. Maybe like every few minutes, but yeah, this is pretty much real time. It's not like updating instantly every time. It probably updates every so many minutes. I just want to, you know, there was a person in my guild that I was in earlier. Like, she was like level 40. Like when I logged off yesterday, she was level 40. When I logged in today, she was like 61 because someone in the guild had like run her through dungeons and stuff. You know what I mean? And like leveled her like 20 levels in just a few hours, probably just doing dungeons. You can level really fast. The problem is when I've tried to queue as a tank for the dungeon queue, I'm not getting anything. I'm not getting any pops. So maybe if I do like a random, I'm just not sure if I want to. Oh, I'm currently in a queue for Battlegrounds, and those aren't popping either. I've been in a queue for Battlegrounds for 6 minutes for the 2 Battlegrounds that are available. So, but I've heard that once you reach max level, the queues pop like instantaneously because that's where most of the players are. Most of the players are at max level, you know. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna try to get to Daenerys, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna have to swim it or not. I don't know if there's like. I don't think I'll be able to fly there, so I think we're gonna have to swim. Unless I want to take them. Oh well, I could take the mount. Let's see. Yeah, see, I don't have the flight path. What level am I? I'm level 41. We could AoE some raptors. I think the raptors are what, 35 around here? I think he wants me to capture a raptor or something? I probably shouldn't be so picky about the quests. Probably should just grab them all. What are these? Bias orders. Nah, screw that. I don't want to get sidetracked. I know the quests in Daenerys, and there's a lot of them, so I'd rather just do those. I don't really want to get sidetracked with this. It's like low level anyway. Let's try something real quick. No, I don't think it is. Honestly, I don't think it is. I just wanted to. Honestly, Phil, I think it was faster to swim. I just figured I wanted to get the Feralus flight path, and I wanted to get the, the Feralus. So I figured this way is probably not faster, but remember, because I'm going to Feralus, so it might be. You know what I mean? Plus, we can do the quest in Thousand Needles or in the Shimmering Flats. So we're gonna go get the Feralus flight path, then we're gonna hit Shimmering Flats to do those quests, then we'll hit Daenerys. So because of that, it might be faster, but who knows? I mean, honestly, I don't know. I mean, I'm struggling. I'm struggling mightily to play World of Warcraft right now. I really am. It's a struggle. Every time I log on, it's like, I keep trying. I actually spend hours every day looking for other stuff to play. I literally spend hours every day trying to find something else, but the problem is I can't really find anything else. I can't find anything that really offers, the fun of like dungeons and raids and PvP. The problem is we got to get to that point. So. Actually, we come out fairly far south, so that's pretty good. I forgot how far south we come out. It's not too bad. This guild's called La Resistance. This guild's called La Resistance. Let's see how many people are in this guild. Hopefully it's not too small. Oh, 87, that's good. That's a good amount. I don't like guilds to be too big. Negotiating the other. Yeah, I could bubble jump if I wanted to. They don't usually attack. I'm high enough level that wasn't really going to get too much threat there. I'm not worrying about professions or fishing or anything. I'm just trying to level up, get to max level, and then I haven't. Hey Phil. Hey Phil. What do you think about professions? I was thinking about. I was thinking about doing, alchemy again, possibly for maybe the shadow. I grabbed that potion already, the shadow protection potion thing, recipe. Yeah, I did, and the prices. Actually, I thought about doing that too, Phil. I thought about doing inscription. The glyph prices were, anywhere from 50 gold to like 200 gold, I think. Everything on the server is pretty expensive. Nothing's really cheap. you know. Um, oh, we could do those. Yeah, the glyphs are good. Well, the way I see it, there's glyphs which are good because you can make money. There's jewel crafting is good for making money, and you can make the stones that you're going to need, the high level, stamina stones, that you're going to need for your gear as a tank and stuff. And then there's alchemy, which is pretty good. But I think, honestly, I think jewel crafting or inscription might be a little better. But between jewel crafting and inscription, inscription is a little more appealing because I don't have to mine those damn ore nodes. And I'm sick of mining ore. Gems are good. Yeah, the gems are really... So I think it's either jewel crafting or or inscription would be the best way to go. Man, my feet are cold. I need socks. It's freezing in Florida. I love it because it's cold, but man, my feet are getting cold. I'm gonna have to grab a pair of socks here, guys. But I need shield spikes. I need gear. I need glyphs. There's a ton of stuff I need. Let me grab a pair of socks. I'll be right back. Cold. Very cold. All right. Okay, I keep hitting the wrong button. Mount up, girl. Let's see if I can get myself killed. Oh. Problem is, I don't want to get queued in like Maradon or dungeons that I don't, because I don't really know Maradon that well. All right, let's see. I am in a guild. Hopefully their guild ranks are a little better. Okay, ranks recruits, corporals, warlords, high warlords, and the China Wraith, Killer Queen. Okay. We don't have any weird. Let's see, 5K, GS Fire Mage. Okay, cool. So no immature stupid posts. I was in another guild and they had their ranks, no joking, Phil, their ranks, like the lowest rank in the guild was cocksucker. I'm like not even kidding. And once I saw that, I'm like, yeah, I'm out of this guild. I'm not in a guild with a bunch of children, you know what I mean? No, thank you. I want a flying mount. I want to go mine some Serenite ore. Just when I played Wrath of the Lich King original, like the original launch. I mean, I remember just logging on like at 3 a.m. in the morning, like every morning at 3 a.m. just to farm Serenite ore in Ice Crown. I mean, just every single day. I would do that for like 3 hours, like 3 a.m. to 6 a.m. every single day, because that was the best time to farm the ore, and it was super. It was worth a lot of money, and everybody wanted it. It was just crazy. Yeah, that's incredibly juvenile to have a guild rank like that. That's what you run into though on a private server. I mean, you couldn't do that on a retail server. People would complain, and that stuff would get smacked down by the GMs on like a retail server. But on a private server, you get that kind of BS, you know. I missed the road down, didn't I? I missed the road going down. There's the road. I found it. Oh, Jesus. 48K? Are you kidding me? Nice, huh? much mana does this guy have? How come I don't have mana showing on his bar here?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Okay, well I thought these guys were lower level, but I guess not. I thought like Feralus was lower than 48 here. This is like much higher level than I remembered. Yeah, I know. I haven't forgotten. I just want to get to the TBC content. Yeah. Apparently this guy has unlimited mana pool, right? Watch how much experience this guy will get me if I kill him. If I kill him. Which at this point could be tricky. Oh, I think he ran out of mana. Maybe. You know.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
It's like his frostbolts are coming from behind me.
You can kiss your ass.
See that? It's like they're coming from behind me. It's weird. And all that effort, but yeah, 3,000 experience. Where's the road? Oh, I think it's right here. Okay. Yeah, well I screwed up apparently. Well, we're here, we might as well grab the flight path, I guess. Let's check the quest and see what level it is. I thought it was like 40 something, but like 43, but like that's much higher than I thought. All I've done since I've logged in 38 minutes is just running right around my horse. But seriously, it's just so frustrating. What is this? What happened? I hit accept. What the hell happened? You recently queued for random dungeon. You mean what? You can't do what? What happened? Didn't I hit accept? I like your group is already full. Well, what the hell? You can't do that right now. That was some weird shit. I hit queue for dungeon, it instant popped, I said okay, and then it said, oh, you know what? Oh, so their group is here. Maybe it's because I'm on the boat. I don't know what's going on right now. Maradon, ugh. I hate Maradon. I hate Maradon. I hate Maradon. Absolutely can't stand Maradon. Oh, God. I just don't have... You know, I just get so frustrated when I play WoW anymore, Phil. It's always like... I'm just like... I get flustered and I get frustrated. Like right now, I've played for 40 minutes and I haven't done anything. I've been logged in for 40 minutes and I've actually... All I've done is got a few flight paths, you know? That's it. Got into a group in Mara, which I didn't want. I mean, I queued for the random, but that's like the one I wanted the least. That's like the one dungeon I didn't want to do. I would have done any other dungeon but that one. And of course they give me that. So frustrating. Mm. Ugh. I'm just frustrated. I feel like I spend so much time in WoW running around doing nothing. No, I don't want that crap. I'm just done with it. I'm done with it, Phil. I just every time I play WoW now, I just get flustered. I don't enjoy it. I just get flustered. I can't even hardly put a finger on it. I think I'm just bored of the game. And every time I think about playing WoW, in my mind, I'm like, oh yeah, WoW, I'll play, I'll have fun. And every time I get in there, and I have to do something stupid like run, like do what I'm doing now, like fucking went to an area where, when it's my own fault, thought the quest was lower level, it's not. You know, another thing that irritates me is, and I've said this many times before, is the fact that every time I play a different version of WoW, I have to reset up everything. I have to reset up the add-ons. I've got to find different add-ons because not all the add-ons work in different versions of the game. I've got to set up my UI. I mean, literally, I have probably spent more time setting up my UI on this client on Wrath Liching than I actually have leveling this character. I mean, I've spent probably not that much, but it's not too far off. I've played this character for 11 hours. I bet I spent 3 hours just setting up all the add-ons in the UI, probably. So, like, you know, it's like, Jesus. So now we've played 57 minutes and we've done nothing but ride around. You see the beach? Yeah, we're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. Almost there. Weird. That's kind of strange. That was weird. Ooh. This is like if we're playing on a different planet. We're on a different planet. Looks odd on the palette. Yeah, it does look weird, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, what do you want?
What you want?
This is Smurf. Wow.
Time is money, friend. Have a good one.
Hey there. Safe travels.
What's up?
What can I do for you?
Oh, do I have a deal for you?
All I really wanted was, it's too bad. Well, we could do the colorfulness again. Let's take a look at this one. I don't see these really doing anything. Really?
Hurry back!
Yeah, no, it's definitely not easy on the eyes. All right, well, let me go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Ah, I keep doing that. R, Julian. R. Not F. I keep using my warrior's keybinds for weapon swapping, but I do different keybinds for Paladin.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Hmm. Doesn't bode too well for the guild leader when I say for min maxing, which should I go? And he goes prot, and I'm like, I'm not talking about prot. I was just talking about professions. You can waste discovering what, tactical ding on your next, yeah. Or you could waste it discovering. Well, you know what? You know what we should do actually, Phil. What we should do is we should do the Shimmering Flats quest. Let's do those. Now that we're actually in an era where we can do quests, I could probably level up, yeah, fairly quickly. I mean, you're getting so much experience here. What am I, level 42? You know, it's weird at this point for protection. It's like, really, if you're going to go full tank, you're going to go pretty much improved Righteous Fury. So it just kind of sucks. It's one of those talents that when you're leveling, you hate to put points into Righteous Fury because it doesn't really do any good when you're just solo leveling. But then as soon as you get to a dungeon, you're like, shit, I wish I had it. So it's always kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, I just wish I had a better weapon. You know.
You have a great day now.
Oh, my keyboard's acting weird right now. I don't know why. I did that once before, a couple weeks ago. Is that the only quest? Or are they just low level or something? Yeah. Yeah, well, let's screw these quests. They're kind of low. I didn't realize they were that low. Yeah, definitely should be easier now. The pirates, you know, over by Pirates Ahoy quest are going to be like level 44, 40, 43, 44, 45, I think. So I'm only 42, but the other guys, before you get over to that area, should be, you know, 41, 42. Why is he really? So apparently when you're tanking, people go with improved Devo Aura. Well, it does increase your healing though. So improved Diva Aura is quite a bit better. Look at that. I mean, it's actually, wow. I mean, it's actually improving your healing. I mean, 6% healing improvement. That's so good that if you, I always wonder if you were AoE grinding, would you even do Retribution Aura anymore? You know what I mean? I mean, if you're getting more heals coming back from your Seal of Light with your Devo, improved Devo Aura, you might not ever even use Red Aura anymore. But Red Aura still does, you know, still does pretty decent damage though. So I don't know. Not as important when you're obviously doing dungeons, but solo farming and grinding, you know. Yeah. It's so funny. It's just like whenever I do AoE stuff, I always get people to think I'm in trouble. You know, they see me like fighting and they're like, "Oh my god!" Anyway, let's try it. Let's try this. I mean, this is going to be something we do anyway, so let's try doing this one. And let's see. Let's go ahead and max it out. We'll use Devo Aura, and let's see. Go to healing done. Right, and if we look at our healing done, we've got Judgment of Light is coming in, and you know, decent heals. I mean, I can't really test it back and forth because obviously I can't flip my talents back and forth. I wish I could, but I know we weren't. I don't think we were getting 57. I think we were getting around 40 something. So let's try something. I got the Judgment up, yeah. So we're going 57 for the seal. Yeah, 57.31. And if we just go back a little bit. We were getting 54. Before.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Yeah, so we got like people trying to kill me here. It is a PvP server, so this is gonna happen, fortunately. Alright, so we're dead. We're dead basically. So we were getting 54 and I want to see 54 and 30, so we were getting 54 and 30, and now I think we're getting like 57 and 31 or something. So that's the difference as far as like with the Devo. Or is it really worth it? I mean, maybe like, you know, is it really worth it? I don't know. I mean, you're losing it for raiding and stuff. Probably, you know, you get more armor and stuff, so you get more mitigation. But you know, is it really worth it for like solo play? Probably not. Yeah. Yeah, friendly assist is friendly, yeah. You see them a lot of times when people will, you know, they'll see you and they'll be like, oh my god, you need help. It is a PvP server, so. Are they? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, honestly, guys, I'd be playing a different MMO today if there was one I knew that I could play and enjoy better than WoW. I just haven't been able to find it yet, so. Haven't been able to find it yet. Sucks, man. Wouldn't it be great if we had more options? I mean, think about it. When you look at all the videos on YouTube and they talk about like I could pull up like 20, 30, 40 different videos on YouTube, and they would be titled something like Best MMO to Play in 2021, Best MMO to Play in 2022, Best MMO you can play right now, Best MMO you can play while you're waiting for this MMO while you're waiting for New World to get fixed, Best MMO to play due to graphics, best MMO play due to like storyline. And out of all of those videos, the MMO list that would be in those videos would always be the same. Like Guild Wars 2, Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, you know, Elder Scrolls Online. I mean, it would be the same for every single one. It's like there's this monopoly, you know, on MMOs, and it's not a good monopoly. And what's really worse is if you think about when all those MMOs were released. Right? Like, yeah, I'm sure these guys are going to kill me again. Yeah, here.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
But it's just like, you know, it's, you know, what I was going to say is like, when did they come out, right? So you think about all the MMOs that are like the go-to MMO, right? There's the let's not even use this one. I mean, we've got WoW, right? Which came out in 2004. We got ESO, which came out, I think, in like I'm gonna say 2016, maybe? One of the more recent ones, you know? Is it the same? Did we got the flight path, right?
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
That's the sad part, is like the guy killed, look how bad he is. Like oh man. When did ESO come out? Yeah, he's a terrible mage. If I could type release date. I can't even type release date, apparently. Okay, so 2014. Then we've got Black Desert, right? I know was 2014. Terra, which nobody even plays anymore. It's a dead game, right? I think it was 2012. September 30th, 10. That's scary. Isn't that scary? But it was really, I mean, we got Final Fantasy. But we don't really want to call. We want to do the Realm Reborn. We don't care about this one, right? Because it's not, you know. So 24th, 2013. Pretty sure Terra was around 2012. Terra release date 2011. And then what are the other ones that they talk about? Guild Wars 2, which I'm pretty sure was 2012. So they talk. So you see all these videos out there that tell you what the best MMO to play right now, the best MMO the best story, best combat, whatever, the best whatever MMO to play right now, or last year, or the year before last year, the past 3 years. And Terra, get rid of Terra, it's not going to be in the list, right? It won't be in the list. These are the ones that are going to be in the list. The most recent one was ESO. That's freaking 8 years ago. How sad is it that in the past 8 years, that in the past 8 years, we can't get another MMO that's even worth, playing to any great degree, It's pathetic, it's really sad. I mean, out of those MMOs, the one that I've played the least would be probably Elder Scrolls Online. And for whatever reason, I just could never seem to get into Elder Scrolls Online. I try so hard, So yeah, we're getting 57, right? 57 healing. And we don't even have it up yet. So 57, 57. I forgot to judge him, apparently. Now, if we put Devo up, it's still 57 though. I don't see that it really changed. I really didn't see that it changed any. And why did the judgment not? The judgment didn't stay. There we go. Okay. So 57, it's 57 every time, right? $57.31. If we put Devotionor up, it's still 57. So this doesn't count. So this improvement to Devo doesn't even count towards Devotionor, which in my mind makes it kind of crappy. Well, certainly crappy for when you're leveling. Ret Ore is still going to be far superior. It's going to be so much better. I don't hardly ask for help, but I'm just like, if anybody has any crappy old, I just asked in guild chat. If anybody has any crappy old plate gear level 40 they don't want, I said I'll take it. I'm not really asking for money. I'm just asking for any plate gear they want to toss my way. I guess we could try doing a dungeon specific. How about? I don't think I'm really geared enough for that. My gear is so bad. Of course, they didn't say anything. I love how guilds are always like, "Oh, we're super helpful, we're super nice." Yeah, and then you just say, "Yeah." I mean, even if they just said "screw you," it would have been better than saying nothing. You know. Of course, I don't think there's. I don't even know how many people there are in this guild. Like currently, there's 15 online. So. We need some. We'll let the rogue see if the rogue wants to pick up this bandit here. Nah, I already have it because of Retribution War. They probably is a gear. Yeah, I think there's a gear manager. I think. I think there is one. I mean, I'm trying to remember what was the one. I mean, let's see. Yeah, I'm trying to get some plate. Yeah, I don't. Do they have dual spec in Wrath of the Lich King? I don't even know. You know. Wait. Mm-hmm.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
I was trying to switch weapons. I keep hitting F, the F key, to switch weapons because it's my warrior weapon swap. But on my paladin, it's R. So I didn't mean to bop there. I was trying to switch to my sword and board, but of course that guy's skull. So I'm gonna die anyway. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just trying to finish. I don't know. I was so excited to play today, and it's like the more I play, the less excited I get. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, Phil. It's just I want something new. That's all it is. That's all it is. I want to play something new, you know? I just want to play something new. That's the problem. But the sad part is I would like to get up to, up to like level 70 or 80 and do some of the, more end game content, but it's just trying to get to that point, which shouldn't take that long. I mean, really. But it is a little frustrating when you have like no money. Like, I have like 17 gold, I got no gear, I got crap gear, I got no money. But with level comes money. The higher level you get, the more money you have, It's malaise, yeah. It's just been there, done. You know what it is? It's just been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Time is money, friend. Be good. Yeah. Hurry back.
Yeah, when I turned in those 2 quests and I almost dinged twice. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Who manages the other? Well, I guess it's ZeniMax. All right, well, I'm gonna try Elder Scrolls Online again for like the 1000th time. So I'll take a little break while while it's verifying, updating, doing whatever it needs to do. Actually, let's take a look at the Steam, because didn't they release a new version? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Is Elder Scrolls even a game that people are enjoying right now? You know what I mean?
So you're here, which means exactly one thing. You're a bit burned out on the other games you've been playing, and you're looking for a game you can get lost in.
Yes,
you want a massive world to explore and hidden treasures to find and loot. You want a character you can slowly but surely grow from a mere mortal into a god among men. You want an MMO. As someone who has invested thousands of hours into dozens of MMOs over the years, I know that feeling all too well. I also know exactly what questions you're hoping to have answered, so I'll do my best to address them all for you here. I have played ESO for years now. I have beaten everything that can be beaten. I've turned every stone, and as a result, I am very aware of its strengths and its weaknesses, both for the early game and the late game, in PvE and PvP. I am going to be honest. I'm going to be frank. I will do my best to lay out these strengths and weaknesses so that you can decide if Elder Scrolls Online is the right MMO for you in 2022. In this video, I will cover the topics that are important to all types of players, such as solo content, group content, PvP.
I was getting worried this video was going to be like an hour long. You know, he's like, I will cover all this stuff, and I'm like, how long is this video? But it's only 17 minutes.
Combat, cosmetic customization, population health, and monetization. First, solo content. How important is it in ESO? And
doing a full hardcore clear of what? Doing a hardcore clear of what, like? Well, let's take a look.
Stop the stream from. Let's close this.
Well, tactics is.
The black pilled thoughts and commentary and stuff like that. I want you to just watch this trailer one last time and remember, this is what we hope to accomplish with Road to Rag. It was a simple project at its genesis, and we wanted to make something special for the community, bring everybody together, the streamers, the viewers, everybody, and to do something really cool and interesting that hasn't been done before. So I'm going to play this trailer one time, if you can humor me, and then we'll get into it as our boys make their way into Molten Core. Here we go.
So when you say they're trying to do a clear, have they cleared full Road to Ragnarok? Says finale, full 10-10 clear attempt. All right. Well, should be interesting to see if they can clear it, right?
Since mortals first stood united. "16 years have passed.
I've already seen this trailer, haven't I?
Stood united against the might
I have.
of the Fire Lord. Now the mightiest of heroes must rise again to face this
I've already seen this
threat.
Yeah, I've already seen that. So they're going to try to do a 10-10. Okay, it'll be interesting.
Is it fun? How much solo content is there?
It'll be interesting to see if they clear it.
Spent soloing in ESO. Well, the truth is that is entirely up to you, and that's very much a theme that will trend through a lot of the topics today. ESO is a very open world, very sandboxy, do whatever you want type of game. If you're used to games that hold your hand through the content, literally forcing you to go from A to B before you're even allowed to think about entering Dungeon C, this will feel very different, and maybe even overwhelming at first as you try to decide what to do next. The game does not tell the new player what to do, which can sometimes leave them feeling like a child that just realized it's wandered away from its mom at the grocery store. When I tell the new player there are a dozen things that they can do to continue progressing their character, they can become overwhelmed. But fear not. Players that push through that initial feeling of being overwhelmed by the sheer amount of things they can do at any given moment often end up citing this as one of the game's strengths. Is the solo content fun? In many ways, the solo content is some of the best in any MMO I've ever played. You know how most MMOs quests are just a series of fetch quests? Go kill 10 of these and then come back. Go pick up 10 of those and then come back. ESO quests are not that, but instead very story-driven quests more akin to those you experience in the Elder Scrolls games. The quests will often have a full story, a protagonist, an antagonist, some kind of mystery, and will need your help.
Yeah, it might be. I mean, I think we all kind of wanted to see a bloodbath just because it's good for It's good for viewing. You know what I mean? People want to see deaths. They want to see struggle. If there's no struggle, then what's the point? If there's no struggle and it's not difficult and it's not challenging, then what's, you know, what was so fun about it? What was so, you know, it's things in life are always more rewarding if they're more difficult to achieve. The harder it is to achieve a goal, the more satisfaction you have when you achieve the goal. So that's the whole thing with the Road to Ragnaros. If there's no deaths and it's all, they just go through and they're like, we're awesome, we're gods, we min-max to the nth degree, and we just one-shot everything, we're amazing, bow down and kiss our butts. And, you know, I'm not going to. I'm going to be like, well, that's boring. I would have rather saw you not min-max. I would have rather saw you not practice and just go in there, man, and try to handle it. Handle it! You know?
Sorting things out. They are entirely 100% voice acted, so you won't need to sit there reading walls of text as you engage in the questing experience. Sit back, relax, and let the voice actor's emotion immerse you in the world. ESO's quests are some of the best in any MMO I've played to date. So what are the downsides? Well, for a veteran player, the quests can become quite trivial, both in their rewards and their difficulty. Since you can quest in any zone at level 10 or level 500, the game tries to scale you accordingly. But the truth is, at 500, these quests can be done with your eyes closed. Literally, with your eyes closed. The story behind them is still amazing, and I will still run through the new quests and enjoy them as they are added just to soak up the lore, but ZOS has completely failed to create meaningful combat engagements for the experienced players. The difficulty for every single quest is set to very, very easy. I used to hope this would be addressed, but in the last year, the creative director has stated multiple times this is intentional, so that even the worst player in ESO can complete every single quest. Ah well. At least I have a good story to enjoy. We're not completely without challenging solo content, however. We do have the solo arenas. In the Maelstrom Arena, you have to fend off waves of enemies and then finally take down a boss.
What is Cargos wearing? What is he wearing? What is this jacket he's got on? And what does it say on his jacket?
In the world, you know, we gotta have an enemy, right? You gotta have something that...
True.
Otherwise, it doesn't mean anything, would it, you know?
Yeah. There always got to be a yang to the yin or whatever which way it goes, right? There's got to be something. So
they did it, man. They're in the mountain, boys. What we just saw in the trailer, we're about to see go down right now. And each
Cargos is trying to hype it up.
Each one of those scenes, the trailer was created. Kevin Jordan did the lyrics at the front, right? Original game designer, someone we've all met, we consider a close friend. Kev is the man, right? He's a legend. And that trailer was made by Platinum WoW, and we took each of the iconic scenes from Classic WoW, this game we all love, best game of all time, am I right? And we fought the Belly Grub, Chieftain Nekrosh and Wetlands. We took every scene, and each one of these characters you see here, they had to actually go through that. That's not just like an RP scene. Like, they all went through these rites of passage in Classic WoW, the best game ever, and meticulously.
For a second, because I actually did get murdered by Belly Grub, and I think that was worth noting. Because
God.
hit home.
All right, well, just stop talking and start doing it.
At the end of each one. In the Vodashran Hollows, you must traverse and explore a large dungeon-esque zone with varying paths and approaches. Both of these can be set to veteran difficulty for a fun and challenging experience. Not only that, but some fantastic gear can be found within. Before I move on, let's take a look at the map. Right now, I'm standing in Mournhold, which is in Deshaun, which is just one zone out of many, many zones on the continent of Tamriel. We can zoom out one more time and see the Realms of Oblivion, as well as some other cool places that we can visit. All of this to say, Elder Scrolls Online is massive. Next up, group content. One of ESO's strengths is definitely its group content. Forming up for a group with friends I've met in the game to take down a dungeon or some kind of raid, it's always a good time. And Elder Scrolls Online has a ton of this type of content. ESO adds a new trial or raid and 4 new dungeons every year, constantly giving us fresh content to run with friends. Currently, the game has around 10 raids and 44 dungeons to participate in. Dungeons are completed with groups of 4 and trials with groups of 12. The great thing about dungeons and trials is that they have 3 different difficulty levels. You can run through the dungeons and trials in normal difficulty, which is your beginner-friendly, stress-free romp through the content. After that, you can run it on veteran difficulty, which, depending on the content, can sometimes be a great challenge. Once veteran has been conquered, there's a 3rd difficulty, hard mode, in which mistakes you make results in the deaths of you and your party. The endgame trials on hard mode difficulty will require you to master your class and your role, and as a result provide an immense feeling of accomplishment once defeated. The game does have a
imagine
dungeon group
that.
finder
Something
built
hard
in,
you
but finding groups
finish,
to raid with is more
you get a
difficult,
sense of
as it will require you
accomplishment.
to manually find a group
Imagine
of
that.
players to run content with, either in zone chat or by joining a guild. It is ESO's group content that I fell in love with and kept me entertained while waiting for new zones and expansions. It is the group content that allowed me to spend thousands of hours in the game. There is a ton of it, and the new dungeons and raids they've been making are only getting better and better. PvP. ESO has 3 forms of player versus player content. You have the massive open world battles that take place in Cyrodiil, where you can see battles with dozens of players on either side trying to take control of a castle keep. And then you've got the much more intimate and small scale battles in the battlegrounds, where 3 teams of 4 battle it off to see who can get the most kills or capture the most flags. And then finally you have the Imperial City Sewers, which fall somewhere in between, with battles ranging from 1v1 to 10v10. PvP in ESO has a very high skill ceiling. It is not uncommon to see one player battling it out against 5 or 10. Now, before I continue this review of PvP, I've got to break this into 2 parts. I'm going to separate Cyrodiil from the rest. So let me talk about why. Unfortunately, Cyrodiil is a laggy mess and has been for as long as I've played the game. Elsewhere in the game, it's great, but for years the servers have struggled to keep up. For years the devs have said they were working on a fix, and yet you still can hear the servers cry for mercy during peak hours as players in Cyrodiil freeze, lag, and oftentimes disconnect from the server altogether anytime large battles take place. If you want to play ESO solely for the Cyrodiil experience, I can't describe it as having a healthy population at the moment. Now, for the other half of this conversation, outside of peak hours in Cyrodiil, the game runs great. I have no problems in lower pop Cyrodiil campaigns, nor have I had performance problems in Imperial City Sewers or the Battlegrounds. For this reason, I love the smaller scale combat the game has to offer, and really don't touch Cyrodiil. If you are able to approach the game with this mindset, then ESO PvP could be a lot of fun for you. Combat. Combat is without a doubt one of ESO's strengths. It's fast paced, it's fluid, and it's incredibly strategic. Not only are you using abilities, but you are also constantly blocking and dodging, making the combat in difficult content feel incredibly engaging. Some of your character's growth comes from levels and gear, but just as much growth comes from your improvement as a player. Every character has tons of different skill lines and passives they can choose to invest in to create a truly unique character to play around as. Now, of course, not every combination is a winner, but there's also fun in trying to find the ones that are. In fact, that's something I spend a lot of time doing. If you want to skip the trial and error and just try builds that have been tested and proven capable of all content in the game, be sure to check out my build guides down in the description below. In Elder Scrolls Online, any class can be a tank, a healer, or a damage dealer, which means you can easily turn a sorcerer into any of the 3 roles, or you can create a hybrid of the 3 to create an unstoppable solo machine. However you choose to play Elder Scrolls Online, the combat will be dynamic and fun, and is a large part of why I love this game. Every class has 3 skill lines with 5 abilities each, and each of those abilities have 2 morphs to choose from. These skill lines also have passives you can invest in. This allows for you to come up with some really fun and unique builds. Next, Cosmetic Customization. One thing that is always important to me in an MMO is character customization. I want my character to look unique, but above all, I want it to look badass. Now, what I love is not necessarily what you love, and this is another area where ESO shines. There are so many ways to customize everything about your character. You can change the color of your armor. You can even change the style of the armor and how it looks, but you can go beyond that and change your character's personality and even your character's skin. The amount of customization is nearly unlimited, allowing you to create a character you'll love. While the game has an insane amount of cosmetics for you to earn, the downside to ESO's customization is that all of its best cosmetics will be found in the Crown store. The best weapon cosmetics, the best mounts, these items cannot be found, but instead will be purchased in the cash shop. But we'll talk more about that when we get to the monetization section of this video. Next up, population health. All of this might sound amazing, but none of that would matter if no one played the game. If you can't find a dungeon group or a trial group, it doesn't matter how good the dungeons and the trials are. Fortunately, ESO's PvE population is incredibly healthy. The game continues to draw tons of new players every year. You can't go anywhere in the game without running into a ton of other players. Every town and city in Elder Scrolls Online has players running around it. ESO is one of the largest MMOs in the world, and you will never feel alone when running around the zones of Tamriel. One of ESO's best features is what it calls its mega servers. Basically, ESO has a North American server and a European server. The servers are not broken into dozens of shards that fragment the player base. The entire population is split between these 2 regions, making it easy to link up with existing friends. I guess it's easy to pick which server you want to play on. You'll never end up on a server that died or needs to be merged because there's only 2 per platform. One small thing to note is that there's no cross-platform play, so Xbox players can only play with other Xbox players, and same goes for PlayStation players, and same for PC players. Next up, monetization. Unfortunately, monetization is without a doubt ESO's Achilles heel. This is the thing holding the game back from appealing to a broader audience. The fact that the game thrives in spite of this monetization is a testament to how amazing the rest of the content within truly is. Unfortunately, the aggressive monetization doesn't really seem to show any signs of changing, as more and more of the coolest things in the game are made for the quote-unquote whales, leaving less and less of the cool items for the actual player base. So let's talk the details of the monetization process.
Yeah,
ESO Plus
the whale thing is getting really bad in games
MMOs have
today.
to make money. The devs have to pay their bills, take care of their families. If you want your MMO to endlessly produce more content for you to enjoy, you have to be okay with them making money, and subscriptions seem to be the cleanest way to go about that. Without them, games often end up pay to win or devoid of new content, with very few exceptions. Fortunately, if you're new to the game or just want to test it out, you can buy the base game and play it without the subscription. But I would be lying if I was to say to you, you can play the game seriously without the subscription, as half of the zones, half of the dungeons, and nearly all of the raids are locked behind DLC content that you can't access without a subscription, unless you were to buy it all piecemeal, outright, which would cost you a small fortune. Furthermore, the DLC zones, the DLC dungeons, and the DLC raids are all the best part of the game. The base game is not bad, but also not nearly as good as the content that has been added more recently. On top of that, managing your bags without ESO Plus is impossible because there are around 500 different crafting materials in the game, many of which will have stacks in the tens of thousands. But guess what? Outside of the craft bag, those stacks of 10,000 can only stack up to 200, meaning they won't take one spot in your inventory or in your bank. They'll take dozens of spots just for that one material. I know at least one of you watching right now is going to say that you could forego the craft bag, you could create a bunch of alts and mule your items and spend half of your days playing inventory management instead of playing the MMO. And you're right, you could, but you still won't have access to the best zones, to the best dungeons, and the best quests, and all the best raids, as well as the best gear. ESO Plus is 100% worth getting in my opinion, and fair, because the devs have to pay their bills. It's the rest of the monetization that is beginning to
So we have 445 people watching, so
rub the player base wrong. First, we've got mounts. ESO has almost no in-game earnable mounts. If mount farming is something you enjoy, this will be the most disappointing part of the video for you. In order to get the coolest mounts in the game, you will need to gamble for them with real-life money via the in-game casino. I mean, loot crates. On average, these Radiant Apex mounts cost the person that is riding on them between $500 and $700 each. Zoss will not add earnable mounts to the game unless they are either incredibly bland in comparison or nearly impossible to achieve for all but 0.01%
That's
of the
ridiculous.
population. If you love farming mounts, you will hate this. If you don't care about your mount, or you don't mind dropping $500 to maybe get a new one,
I'm not dropping $500. I am not dropping $500 to get a mount. You can
do you
forget
enjoy
about that.
finding really cool looking weapons in MMOs? Of course you do. We all do. ESO has a ton of cool looking weapons. However, the coolest looking weapons are all sold in the cash shop. If you see someone with a weapon that glows and shimmers and has some really cool effects radiating off of it, it wasn't dropped from a raid boss, it was dropped from the credit card boss.
The credit card boss.
Next, houses. Much like the mounts and the weapon cosmetics, the coolest houses will be obtained by, you guessed it, swiping your credit card. The best house.
So I don't like that. I don't like an MMO where it's like, oh, the best mounts, the best gear, the best looking gear, and the best houses you can't get in the game. You have to pay for them, and they're expensive. I don't like that one bit, and that's not a game that I even want to play, to be honest.
Houses in the game will run you over $100 for one house, but it's worth noting there are a lot of cool houses you can earn in-game, although they are definitely nowhere near as cool as the houses you have to pay for with cash. The one huge positive, and the reason I tolerate the sub on top of the loot crates, on top of the cosmetics, on top of the $100 houses, is the game is not pay to win. If you don't care that your character will never find the coolest looking items in the game without equipping your credit card and spending massive amounts of money, well then this section won't affect you too much. In conclusion, there is a lot about this game that is just simply amazing. The quests are all voice acted, filled with amazing writing, and take place inside of the incredibly lore-filled world of Tamriel. You won't find a challenge here, but you will likely enjoy the story enough that you don't mind. The group content is a lot of fun, and its recent dungeons and trials.
I don't know. Does it? I mean, it sucks that you can't get like really cool looking gear, really cool mounts in the game.
It really is. Yeah, I think a lot of the negativity would be self-policed out of a hardcore server because if
absolutely
the risk of you trying to screw with someone and you dying, you lost that character, right? So I think Yeah.
I mean, Cargos, also look at, like, I'm just looking at my Twitch section right now, looking at all the people that I'm followed that are playing hardcore right now. Like Joker has 8,000 people watching him. Stay Safe 5,000. Guzu's got like 4,000. We got 3,000 here. Grays, you know, all these people are at least interested in hardcore.
How does he have 3,000 people watching? I only see 470. Is this like on Twitch maybe?
Right there, you know, well over 10,000 people. I think that warrants to me at least one server of you know what I mean. I think when you look at the numbers, you look at people that are at least interested in this. You got to just look at the flat numbers. So I think, you know, and out of all those people, you know, even if you have half of them or a quarter of them that are looking to play, you know what I mean. I think that's a really.
I don't know. I think hardcore falls. I think it falls victim to the same thing that a lot of MMOs fall victim to, and just the elitism. You know I think it's fun to level up hardcore, but and also I think it kind of sucks that you can't group with other people to a certain degree. I mean, you get tired. You won't play hardcore for very long. At least most people won't before they get to the point where, like, man, I'm sick of not being able to group, or I'm sick of not being able to use the auction house. It gets a little bit tiring, you know, over time. So, anyways, I'm gonna take a break because I don't know what I'm gonna play next. I'm not really enjoying World of Warcraft. I would like to play something fresh. Problem is, every other MMO that's out there right now, I've already played. It's like I've already played them all. So, you know. So, but I'm going to leave this stream up, and I'll continue to keep tabs on the stream here to see how they're doing on their full clear of. And I hope they all die, because at least we'll have something to talk about, right, Phil? At least then we'll have something to talk about. Other than just, yeah, they cleared it all, and then nobody died. Yeah, I mean, I think yawn. You know what I mean? Yawn.
Life, hardcore,
so.
Stuff would be, there seems to be a percentage of people that do just want to fuck with other people and bring people down. So that is very demoralizing. One person pisses in the.
Well, I don't want to fuck with people and bring other people down. I want everybody to have fun. That's my point of playing these games, is to have fun. That's always been my point of playing MMOs. It's just to have fun.
Politics around it and like custom proprietary blend rule set. Like, I think it would solve a bunch of the issues, and as well as I don't think those people who are interested in that behavior would really make it that far. So.
Yeah, we just killed griefers.
Yeah, and that's the other thing too. And Cargos, I know.
Are we pulling Gehennis right now?
Yeah, they are. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I guess we're just doing it.
Okay, here we go.
I will point out, if you've watched the European version of Road to Rag, which is still fantastic, they make this really exciting. They're very good players, but this can be a hard fight. Okay, this is going to be a real hard fight.
There's not a single fight in Molten Core that's, in my opinion, easy and hardcore. The strategies are what make it easy, but the execution is still required, right?
Like here, obviously, you know, taking the boss out of the rate of fire, make sure you decurse.
Someone died. Someone
died.
Oh no, he feigned death. He feigned death.
Someone's dead.
No, he feigned death.
No, that was Hunter.
Thank God.
I thought he was dead.
Hunter, man.
Gets you every time though. Melderon's got the sharp, observation right away. But this is looking like a much cleaner Gehennis. Last time Op got pretty low here. They had some issues with decurses getting out way too slow.
Well, he needs to get decursed.
Op needs to get topped off. He's not topped off.
Well, he wasn't decursed. That's what it was. But he's gotten decursed now. People getting low there. People just need to watch the Ring of Fire. I'm surprised they went in as fast as they did. I was expecting to see. I guess everyone was topped off on mana and everything. But boom, there you go. Ads are still in the back. They're going to take care of them right now.
Now they are.
I have to say, decursing is a fun job here. By the way, decursing is all you gotta do is press decurse over and over again, and you get your raid items.
And stand out a raid of fire.
That's my job. I always get the decursing job. That's all they give me.
What do you think the chances are double bindings drop today?
Oh, that would be really nice.
I'm sure somebody could calculate.
All right, I'm out of here, guys. Hope you guys. I'll come back in a bit. We'll do something else. Talk to you guys. I hope everybody's having a great Saturday, and I will see you again probably within the next hour or two.